Tulsa Golden Hurricane in Skelly Field, where the fans have gathered and they are ready to see those Hurricanes gather some strength. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the Northern Illinois Huskies taking on the Tulsa Golden Hurricane. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskies have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Tulsa's offense will get the first swing of the game. And Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's talk for just a second here about Tulsa. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've...
There he goes to the right. Inside the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. And here comes, for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. And everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve.
Turning it on. Oh, he got loose. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. He now has 72 yards rushing now. What a way to start this season. And the Huskies will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Hankerson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Let's look big picture at Northern Illinois. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Pucks it out of the air. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hankerson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more. Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Golden Hurricane, after that explosive run, back to the line. He'll pull it on the read. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fly. Out and maybe pick up a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Gets it out fast. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The give is to Williams. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Shannon. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Now, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fakes to grab. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Woods. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
They just keep firing. Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll They'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes down the right side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tulsa!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Already going back and forth, and they have a 3-point lead up 17-14. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Woods. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and Northern Illinois has the lead. How about the offense both teams put on display in this first quarter? Huge early numbers. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or will the defenses finally find their footing? We're ready to go here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got a man. It's Jackson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
This Northern Illinois offense continues to move quickly. Might as well give it to him again. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. All right, guys, let's chat a little bit about Northern Illinois. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by a field goal over UTSA. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hankerson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have. There he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. He has 60 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tulsa wasting no time.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Tulsa trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Creates a little room. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Tulsa trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got his man on the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Right down the boulevard. Down to a one-possession game, 24-17.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. Handoff from the gun. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of it, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
to the air. It's Woods. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Under fire. Grab behind the line. It's McKenzie. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. He's up to 113 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 11 over Nevada. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extent. But great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Cobb. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Tulsa wasting no time.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really
breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Just moments ago, the Golden Hurricane stuck in its own end, and now they're generating some momentum. Looking for a crease. It's Silva. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Got it behind the line. It's Green. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And they take it in for 6 more points. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Woods. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Northern Illinois back to work after picking up the first down. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Quick completion on the out. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Silva. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And an explosive play. Has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. DB's right up on the receivers. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Silva. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On third down, he drops the throw. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll close the gap to 14.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback making checks. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Back to throw. It's Woods. Gonna let it fly. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That incompletion leaves him staring at a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's not afraid to go deep. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's got room. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Tulsa. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the guys inside H.A. Chapman Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to go here in the second half, and Tulsa will kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Scanning the field, it's Woods. Caught. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give out of the gun. Has the 1st down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Huskies will line it up on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quickly to the tight end. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Got his man quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
Lining up for the PAT.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here, throw in the towel, and stop this fight. They're trailing by 18 to Kennesaw State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking left. Makes the grab. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Got his man. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball.
There he goes. Still on his feet. He now has 108 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Tulsa got it rolling on the ground with the last play. Let's see if they go back to it. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. They're working that left side. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it himself. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Tulsa moved the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly complete. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tulsa.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Northern Illinois, 55. Tulsa, 30.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
It's complete to the right. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic. traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
And the Huskies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. It's complete to the left. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Looking to throw, it's Woods. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Trying play action. With the catch, it's Shannon. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He'll take a shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Just keep slinging it. Caught in the backfield, it's McKenzie. Turning it on. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneaked the running back screen right in behind them.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Caught in the backfield, it's McKenzie. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Got it in the middle. It's Gee. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Tulsa. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls
finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team.
Number 19, on to punt it away.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking for a man. It's Woods. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Northern Illinois.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught behind the line. It's Silva. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We reached the break. Northern Illinois holds the lead. Well, guys, so far this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Mahan. Finds his man. It's Hill.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Catch in the middle. It's Green. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Hendricks. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Tulsa moved the chains by keeping it on the ground. They might go right back to it here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. Off the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Got out of trouble and throws. And the third down pass is incomplete.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Northern Illinois takes over as the offense heads to the field. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Let's look big picture at Northern Illinois. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs...
Brings into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
He's out of bounds.
And this offense throwing the ball has just been up and down the field all game long. They're now approaching 450 yards passing on the day.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Tulsa with the playbook wide open here on second and short. Back to pass, it's Mahan. It's complete on the right side. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain length or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Golden Hurricane might just throw this thing deep on second and inches. Wants to go up top. Release to the back. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
PAT unit on the field. And it's perfect. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. New Mexico State is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in Las Cruces, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over New Mexico. Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Northern Illinois offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Like, if you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Looking to throw, it's Woods. The short hands, it's McKenzie. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Got room on the return. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Golden Hurricane to the line, facing second and short. He'll do it himself. Ball is loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Tulsa trying to move the chains on third and short. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled.
Touchdown, Tulsa! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Finding an escape route. Guys, we'll see what the plan is for this Northern Illinois offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. And the defense finally came up with a play.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The give to the back. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Woods. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Northern Illinois will line up with a 1st and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. The give is to Williams. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it.
Touchdown, Northern Illinois! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense in press coverage. To the air, it's Mahan. Completes it in the middle.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
There's the pressure. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Slips away. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
Man, you got to like these last 2 plays by this offense. You understand, you're in a deficit. You've got to score multiple times to get back in this football game. Nice job pushing the ball down the field, making explosive plays. They're going to need more of it, and they're going to need it fast.
1st down and more. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Tulsa wasting no time. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hendricks. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the point after is good. So a drive there of 82 yards. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the air, it's Woods. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. DBs lock up tight on the receivers. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's open on the right. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more.
Going for it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.